Hello and welcome to BTS of AJX, where I go back and talk about the latest video I've uploaded and sort of just go through behind the scenes stuff and what I was thinking and any like tidbits that happened. And this is for the predictions of MCC 25, which was awesome because I hate predictions. I hate making them. I hate upsetting people. I hate being I don't hate being wrong. I hate that people tell me I'm wrong. They show off like it'll hurt me, and it does. So fair enough. I literally got a comment of someone saying how wrong I got blue in MCC 23. So and it's still haunting me to this day. But yeah, predictions are really difficult. MCC 25 is another crazy event. It's got a lot of like Dream and George and Tommy are out there, the big hitters, and there's like Quig's not in it because he forgot to sign up. But we have a lot of really cool people in this. I think some people won't watch it because Dream and George aren't in it, and that's the wrong thing to do because it's a really fun event and I love the teams. It's not as OP as the last event that any of those teams would have destroyed, apart from maybe Pink. So they would have won this event. But it is just ridiculous. It's so close again, and that made these really difficult. This is after I've uploaded. It's about 2 hours after, so I have some people's like opinions and sort of figuring out what everyone else is thinking. And straight away, a lot of people want Pink to do well. Either they want Pink to do well or they actually think they're going to do well. By the way, I love the laser stuff. I wish I could do every transition with those lasers. But there's only like one red one pink one. I think there's sort of a yellow one, a few oranges, and one aqua. So I can't use it for everyone. And I hate it. But yeah, the pink parrots, right? I love this team. I'm really excited. I was going on stream how excited I am for them. But they are pretty underpowered. And so yeah. I used this clip, by the way, because Will was getting angry. He's on pink. He's getting angry. I thought that would be sort of... I talk about him getting angry at me for getting my predictions wrong. Because obviously, famously, he showed off to CPK when he came 9th. And his team came 3rd after CPK predicted their team to come 9th. That was really funny, and I know CPK still is haunted by it. So, but yeah, so I decided this clip, but it's sort of bad. I don't love it because it's just will be yelling for a long time, and there's not really much happening on screen. And very early on, people were like, "You need to use gameplay clips. You're using just blur clips," and I was like, "Okay, fine." I'll go and use gameplay clips because I used to download like the whole streams and then you select clips and they just weren't ever perfect. But I've now edited that, so I do like nice clippage stuff like that. Really got to me, and it's only now that I'm sort of like figuring out what clips I want to use and so on because I think this is a good clip. And they were just like, you have to use like the best gameplay clips. You have to show them at their best all the time. And that's not right. I used the Ranboo clip later in the video where he's punched off by Sapnap because I just think that's the best clip ever. And there's stuff like this video is a return. I've been sort of returning it back to where I leave tiny breaks in my speech because I edited out like all the silences because someone said... You're leaving too many silences, and it just got to me so much, and I've been like properly, and it took forever to edit out all the silences, all the intakes of breath, all the like I keep swallowing because my mouth's getting a lot of saliva in it from talking so quickly, which is disgusting, but it's a thing that happens, right? And I can't help it. So yeah, that really got to me, and I'm sort of going back to leaving a lot of those in and not overworking myself because they took so long to do. There you go, there's my joke about Wilbur cancelling me for MCC predictions. I love this team. I love Socket Duo. I'm so glad that Wilbur gets to play with Green again, especially in a canon event. Green and Phils and Scott are always lovely, and this is very similar to a lot of teams that have played. For example, in MCC Pride, Phil's obviously stepped in for Wilbur for a bit. So this team, apart from Scott, have all played together, and then Wilbur, Scott, and Philza all played together in 2 events with Technoblade. So it was sort of based on that, and I'm happy for this team. Yeah, we don't get to see the Bed Wars, not the Bed Wars, sorry, the Build Mart strat together. That would have been cool, but I don't think it's in this event, which is so funny because Dream's not in it. But yeah, overall, I just feel Wilbur and Smage have had some really difficult events. Phil's obviously last event, although he did pretty well. He got top 25, which for a last place team, I always think you've done pretty well for yourself to get out the top 30 if you're in the last place team. And so yeah, I was sort of like, Green hasn't been in for a few events. It was really difficult for me to put them anywhere but last. I know a lot of people are believing in them, and I don't know if that's because they really want them to succeed, or if it's just we actually believe it because it's 4 decent players, and they're really, I said decent there, I mean good players. I really love these 4. I've watched them all at some point, and I'm super happy to see them together, and I might watch this team or I might watch the next team. But yeah, I'm really happy to see this team. Sorry I put them in last. That's what I think is going to happen. I think Pink has become a lot of fan teams, and often they just end up being last, sadly. There's no way around it. What can I say? They just don't tend to do very well, but that's nothing against them. Like last time, the Pink Pensioners, right? They didn't do very well. Again, another team I love. I'm a huge fan of 5UP. I think Velvet and Amesy are going to be crazy in this event, and I can't wait to see the chaos they cause. It's going to be so good. And Hannah obviously reacted to my most recent, well, not most recent because this has come out, but my duos video, and that was so nice of her, and she was so lovely, and I really want her to do well, not just because of that, just because she's awesome and doesn't believe in herself enough, but also no pressure, because I know she feels this amount of pressure, and I can totally understand that. But yeah, I think this team is wonderful. As I said, I tried and tried. I was like, could I put them in 7th or 6th or 5th? Could I do that? But last event, I put 5UP's team quite high when maybe I shouldn't have. But I did actually believe in that team still. It's nothing to do with ever favoritism. I try and just take that out of it. I just thought 5UP might come up with strange strategies, and 5UP believes in himself. He always predicts his team high, and that is totally the way to do it. By the way, this clip again, I hate how there's this little section where nothing's happening. That bothers me, because that one comment, and it shouldn't, but it does. I also tried to put a lot of Antfrost in these videos, just in case he watches it. He didn't watch the last one, which was very disappointing, because I do my little call out for him to subscribe. But he was away on holiday, which is totally fair. So yeah, I put that in again, and I just tried to put in a few Antfrosts throughout the video. We obviously get fun. This team, by the way, Fundy, 5UP, Antfrost, and Tubbo. Oh, I want to see them again. That was so fun. Yeah, Amesy and Velvet are going to be so much fun. Velvet's first kind of event. He was really good in Pride as well. Obviously, this tournament's a bit more difficult, but even so, we got no other newbies though. That was interesting, but it doesn't have to be a newbie every event. And we go to the Llamas, which again is a difficult team. I didn't want to put them so low, but I don't know. Captain Sparkles and Pete are really good. Again, this clip I'm not sure about because it's a bit grainy. I don't know why. I may have been watching on a bad on 720 instead of the 1080 I usually do. and then it gets a bit laggy here, which isn't great. But anyway, I think this team is very cool. I like them a lot, but I don't know what we can expect from Antvenom yet. I think he would probably be quite good. He might be a bit like Sparkles. He's played Minecraft for a long time. But in second event and after a so difficult first event, it's going to be really difficult. Pete obviously was in the last event. That might affect him a tiny bit. But yeah, I couldn't see that team doing very well. And I think these two teams were so similar to me. We see Elena and Illumina a few times, and they're really good together. Illumina's a god. Let's be fair. And I think they're all I really like this team. I really like all the teams, as I say. I never say anything bad about a team, unless I think the one time I've said anything bad about a team was the pink parrots from Pride, and that was because they're not Minecraft players and they've never been in MCC before. But I even say good things about them because I believe in every team. I really hope this team does well, but will they? I don't know. Again, is Force's curse, or not curse, but lucky curse? Is that what we call it? Of winning every September? And I predicted Dream in 6th last event, and he won, so it could still happen. But I don't know. I don't know. I feel these Illumina and Pete, and then 3 really good players. But there's a few teams where you just have 2 really good players together or such, where I just think that they might do better in the end, which is unfortunate. This is another team that's very similar, I think, as well, where it's purpled, and then Ranboo is sort of the secondary. Ranboo hasn't done great recently, but I don't think he's been on any great teams. So he's try-harded a little less. And then Jack Manifold really wants to get that coin, I know, and Sniff is so great. So I really like this team. Will they do incredibly? I think they're very similar to the last 2 teams, where you have a really good player and then 3 good players. But it would literally just for these, because I just believed in Ranboo and the hope that he can get there. And I think Jack's quite a good player when he focuses up. Last event, obviously, he had the very weird Tommy focus on Tubbo's private habits, shall we say. This is obviously the famous moment where he gets punched off. But by the way, Ranboo punches people, so what can he can't really complain. He's threatening to eat Sapnap's children there. To sign Coyotes, I love this team. I think they really did well in the last few events. Kara did really well in MCC 23. Cryptic obviously made the final, and he came 18th despite not playing in one of the games, which is incredible. I know it's probably the best game to miss, but even so, I think he is really, really good. I love him. And that team making Dodgebot was amazing. And then Tubbo and H-Bomb obviously just made a thing. So, especially with this being a slightly weak MCC, I can see them getting into Dodgebot again. I really like this team. Again, it's another one I definitely kind of want to watch, because I really like H-Bomb and Tubbo and Cryptic and Kara all together. I think it'll be a cool dynamic. But will they do well enough? Who knows? I just think the other teams are maybe a bit more powerful than them. And I probably won't watch them purely because I watched Tubbo. I flicked between Tubbo and H-Bomb last tournament, mostly focusing on their team. So, but I really do hope they do well. I love this team, as I say. I love all the teams. I'm going to keep saying that just to reiterate. That change took so long to because basically what happens with the music is we have the intro music, Then we go from 10 to 7, 7 to 4, and then 4 to 2 or 4 to 1, where we do the Mario music. But I put on to get to the other side because I was like, why don't I use this? And it's because it's like 2 minutes, so or even less, so it doesn't even fit the whole way through. So I had to get new music, and I was just trying to sync up this really cool spaceship animation transition that I found to that, and I try and like make all the animations the color of the team. So obviously Panda's thing, it was a really big headache for that transition, but I did it. Well, I don't think it's perfect. A lot of team people believe in purple a lot. I love that. A lot of people believed in blue, by the way, in false winning, but I don't know if that's just because they really want the September to happen, to continue on. By the way, the fact Fruit can just play with any team and just gets along with them so well is amazing. I really love Fruit's sort of being just a team leader no matter what team he is. Obviously he was with Hermits last time. This is a very Dream SMP team with Awesome Dude and there's another player, but I've gone mind blanked. Oh, Eric, and then there's Wisp on the end. And I think this team is really good. So I'll good luck to them. That's all I can say. We have the Red Rabbits. Now, this is probably controversial. I don't think a lot of people believe in the Red Rabbits. I get it. But I think Sapnap, just for me, he's really terrific, and he just believes in himself, and he will drag his team to heights they can't reach. I think Ponk, I've seen a lot of him playing MCC Island, so I only think he's going to get better. Foolish is just getting better and better by the event. Again, if this team gets into Dodgeball, I say it a lot in this video, that's insane, because Foolish and Sapnap yet to be in Dodgeball together. They're two of the best Dodgeball players in my opinion. Just from Foolish from Pride has already made me think he's one of the best. And then Gumi, who I adore. I watch. I found Gumi in the Hafu lobbies, and she's so fun. And sometimes can just be scary, which I like put a hint in here with the whole intimidation thing as a joke, scary. But and listen to her new song. Listen to the song she did with, I can't remember their name. They're the ones that did the MCC song. They're awesome. Sorry, my memory's just awful, so this always happens. So again, it's probably weaker than last time, but with the event being weaker and all, I mean, I think Sylvie, G, Sapnap, and Foolish would probably win this event. So, you know, they have to move it. Again, what a team. Scar has had a tough time in MCC, but he really just keeps positivity, and that's awesome to see. And the joke in the last one was amazing. Scar is incredible. Jojo, what can I say? Only gets it's Jojo. What can I say? CPK and Smallish Beans are really good. Smallish Beans goes under the radar, I think, of just how good he is. And yeah, CPK's great. By the way, I think I did a good job of changing up the teams. I put 2 hole in the walls close to each other. But otherwise, I think this is the only ace race I use as well, which is a shock because I love using ace races because they're like long clips without any interruptions in them. So that's why I tend to use ace races all the time. To the beans. My brother yells beans every time I talk about Smallish Beans doing well in the event. And I'm glad Beans is in because I know he had a tough time after last event. So I'm glad he's in. By the way, I watched MCC highlights or the show thing on this, and I love the fact that there is no boost, so you just gotta glide to the end. By the way, these are my favourite animations, and these will always be the play animations. They are so good. They're so good. They're anime transitions, they're called. I love them. This team's so good. Blushy has so much potential. This isn't just because Antfrost is maybe going to watch my video. I genuinely believe this team is capable of winning. And with such a great duo of Antfrost and Punz, and I 100% think they'll practice so much and just be able to tell each other, you know, you need to do this, you need to do that. Oh, and Shovel, again, people have been discounting this team because of Shovel, and that's stupid. Shovel's amazing. Yeah, they definitely, for me, are the winners. And that's, why I put Antfrost winning. I realised I didn't have many Antfrost clips, and I wanted to put the one of him winning in, so I went and found it. This is my subscriber count, I've just realised. I didn't take my subscriber counter off when I filmed this. So I just streamed, and it was still there. So that was my subscriber counter when I filmed that. Oh my god, that's embarrassing. But there you go. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Next video is the giant collab. I've written the script. I'm getting on with it. I'm scared and apprehensive. I just really want it to do well. I'm trying to figure out what's best to title it and so on. But it's going to be a super fun video, and I've got so many amazing YouTubers in it involved that I'm just and then play predictions will be out because I can rush that. That's the plan. I rush that next week. So hopefully that'll be out next Wednesday, not this Wednesday, next Wednesday. I am away next weekend, so hopefully I'll get the collab video done before then. Again, I'm very nervous about it, but that's the hope. So yeah, that's the plan. I really want to record 2 podcasts as well, but I've got to go and ask those people. I think I said this in the last video or the stream, whatever. I'm just letting you know. I'm so grateful for you all. We're climbing our way towards 3,000. Hopefully, big push. We get it towards the end of next month, maybe. I don't know. It depends, because if MCC All-Star happens, then it's going to be a huge boost. Anyway, I'm rambling. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, peace.